Hey there all guys, how are y'all? And this is ABD from Tech Tweak, and today we'll be doing the review of this phone, which is the Motorola Moto G, the first generation phone. Now the fourth generation has come out, and this is the first generation Motorola Moto G that came out in the year 2013 in the month of November. I got this as soon as the phone was launched. I got this phone and I was using this, and even still there are a few SIM cards installed here and I use this phone. And so yeah, this phone is now 3 years old. Today is 26th of December 2016, so it's 3 years. I'm sorry, it's 3 years of this phone, and soon it will be fourth year. And yeah, this phone is just rocking on pretty good. There is no problems whatsoever, or I have to give it to the company for repair or stuff. The phone is just absolutely working pretty great. So on the front, you are looking at the 4.5 inch screen, which is 720p. And so I'll be getting into depth a little later. On the top, you get the 1.2 megapixel camera, front facing camera, which can record videos up to VGA resolution. So that's not a big deal. So on the top, you also get the micro earpiece, and inside you get some of the sensors which are not visible right now. So yeah, and on the bottom you get this big place to rest your fingers. I guess, I don't know, this was just left for some no reason. And all right, so on the right you get the you have the power button. Wait, it's not focusing up. Yes, it's the power button and the volume rockers. Even though using the phone daily, and still the power buttons is rigid, it is not flushed, or it is not getting inside. Some phones did got inside, and just bad thing, which is a bad thing, of course. And on the top, you get the headphone jack along with the noise cancellation mic. On the left you get nothing, just plain. On the bottom you get the micro USB port along with the main microphone for voice calling and other features. And on the back you get the speaker grill, which is fairly loud. Sorry for that. And this is the 5 megapixel autofocus camera, which can shoot videos up to 720p at 30 frames per second. It also supports HDR. And this is a Motorola Dimple. And this is a flash, which is not dual tone LED flash, it's just a single tone, the white LED. And so yeah, that was the outside overview of the phone. And talking about the inside, the phone, the phone supports micro SIM, not nano SIM. So not even the standard SIM. It supports only micro SIM. And the phone and the model, this one is a dual SIM supported phone. The weight of this phone is 143 grams, which is not that much heavy and not that much light. It's a very perfect phone. Talking about connectivity, this phone supports 3G, but not 4G. So it was old phone, so it doesn't support that thing, 4G. And talking about the screen, it is 4.5 inch screen, as I mentioned earlier, and has a pixel density of around 326 pixels per inch, which is very high. You cannot even see all the pixels with your naked eye, which is a great thing. And talking about the multi-touch, yes, this phone is multi-touch, and this phone is powered by the Gorilla Glass 3, and that's the main reason why I have kept this phone without any tempered glass, and it's just working pretty good. And the phone, when the phone released, the phone shipped with the Android Jelly Bean 4.3, and now the phone is running the Android version 5.1, which is Lollipop. Yes, which is running Lollipop, and no further updates will be available for this phone, so that's pretty sad for the users. Of course, the processor has become old, so the new OS might need some more power. Other than that, talking about the internals, the phone is powered by the Snapdragon 400 processor, of course, quad core, clocked at 1.2 gigahertz. Talking about the GPU, it's powered by the Adreno 305 GPU, so you can do a bit of gaming as well on this phone. The games run pretty well. I have some casual games like the Candy Crush. Wait a second. Okay, like the Candy Crush Sega, and yeah, only that game. I'm not using this phone as my daily driver. Other than that, yeah. So the 5 megapixels front, the rear camera. I'm sorry, with f2.4 aperture and autofocus camera, which can record up to 720p with 30 frames, as I said earlier. And talking about the other things, Bluetooth of this phone is 4.0, which is not the latest one, but also it's good. It supports FM, but nowadays most of the phone doesn't support FM because it has been kind of like outdated thing. And talking about the battery, the phone is powered by a 2070 milliamp power battery, which can give talk time up to 24 hours. So the battery is non-removable. So yeah, the back case is though removable. You can remove it to swap up different covers, like colorful covers like blue, green, whatever colors you can. But I like the black one, so I just kept this thing on the back of the phone. Just snapping up pretty good. While other things than that, the phone is running pretty good. It's been 3 years and I have found no issues whatsoever in the performance sector. The phone is pretty smooth and fluid and everything is just buttery smooth. And do mind, this is the stock ROM. I have not installed any custom ROM or stuff, anything other than that. I have never rooted this phone, and yeah, this is the stock one, and it does support all the greatest features of Android 5.1. And yeah, the camera quality is also not bad. It's a 5 megapixel shooter, so it takes decent quality pictures. You can see right there, it is good, but it's not best because it's only 5 megapixel. Nowadays front facing cameras are 5 megapixel. And other than that, yeah, the whole phone is pretty fast and usable. And oh yeah, the main thing, talking about the RAM. I'm sorry, I just mentioned this later. The RAM, the phone is packing with a 1 gigabyte of RAM, out of which 300 megabytes, nearly 400, I should say, because I have not 400. Sorry, it's 300 megabytes of RAM free. And talking about the internal storage, this is the 64 gigabyte version. You can also get a 8 gigabyte. Not now. You used to get 8 gigabyte version, and so this is the 16 gigabyte, and available is 9. So this phone doesn't even have much of the contents. I just recently factory reset this phone, and yeah, this is the Motorola Moto G review on 2016. If you got any queries or questions, you are free to ask in the comment section below. I'll be happy to I will be really happy to respond towards them. And what else? Yeah, so this is ABD signing out from this video. Hope you like it. Happy Merry Christmas. I'm sorry I'm late. This is 26th. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year as well to all the people all around the world. So that's all. Thank you.